Good morning, everyone. Let's begin the child's pose, shall we? Start to bring your forehead and knees to the mat. And then gently begin to roll your hips back over your heels. I muted everyone, I believe, so let's see. Yeah, start to roll hips back over your heels and start to settle in. Start to
Okay. Okay.
Somebody's unmuted.
start to get still. If you haven't muted yourself, please do so. I'm having a little trouble doing it from my end. Mute all. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's start to settle in. Draw your hands out long in front, fingers spread wide. We can draw them back by your sides, palms up. You can spread your knees apart at any distance, or bring them together and just allow your belly to fall through, let gravity begin to take over. And we're just going to get comfortable. Before we can get still, we have to get comfortable. So start to just find your shape, find your child's pose. And once you do find it, surrender completely to it. Just surrender completely to your child's pose. And this is a resting posture, and you're going to want to come back to it at some point in the practice. Maybe you lose your concentration, you become fatigued. You just lost connection with your breath. Just come back to child's pose. It's always available to you. And you know, the only thing that's going to keep you from child's pose is your ego. Your ego is going to say, hey, I got to do everything, I'm not doing yoga. Well, you don't have to do anything. And you've been doing yoga since you made the decision to come here. So I'm going to offer a buffet of poses, and you're going to pick and choose what to do based on how you're feeling. Because I don't know how you're feeling. You could all had surgery yesterday. How would I know that? So just make an intelligent decision about what to do and what not to do, and listen to your body. So start to just get still here. I'm going to offer a quick metaphor for stillness, especially in this crazy world, these crazy 2 months that have just passed us. Imagine your mind's a bucket of water or a beaker of water, and you're just swirling everything around. It becomes murky, a little muddy. And if you allow that beaker of water to sit somewhere on a shelf, what's going to happen? Everything's just going to start to fall to the bottom, and the waters start to become clear. And into that clearness, let's introduce the breath. So just start to breathe deep and full through your nostrils. Big, deep inhales and big, deep exhales, just out of your nostrils. There's a lot of reasons for breathing through your nostrils. First of all, that's where all the filtering mechanisms are. But you have to work a little harder when you breathe just through your nostrils. Inhale and exhale. You get the lungs working, get the heart start to work. You actually start to really breathe deep and full. And when you're breathing like this isn't normally how you breathe, I get it. But when you breathe like this, everything goes away because all you're concentrating is on your breath. The job goes away, the career, the virus, everything just goes away because you're totally focused on your breath. And yoga is a moving meditation. And like most meditations, there's kind of a mantra that goes along with it to quiet the mind. Well, in yoga, our mantra is our movements, our breath, and the way we feel. So we quiet the mind by moving and breathing and feeling. That is yoga. So start to wake up the body a little bit here. Start to wake it up. You start to roll your forehead back and forth across the mat. Maybe shimmy your hips back a little bit. Maybe just move the hips around just a little bit. And if your arms aren't straight, let's do that now. We're way to the top of the mat. In fact, we're going to focus so far forward that you feel a nice stretch on each side of your body. You're going to take them out long. Elbows, wrists, forearms start to come off the mat. Come up on tented fingers like little spiders. Just like little spiders, yeah. And press your fingertips into the mat gently. And start to just push into the mat to get your tailbone onto your hips, and maybe hips go a little bit further over the heels. Yeah, beautiful. Release your hands down. And start to spider crawl over to the left side of your mat. Yeah, everyone's go right, we're going to go left. Yep. And just feel that sweet stretch on the right side. Take your right shoulder forward and your right hip back. And feel that sweet stretch on that side. You can crunch up on a little bit of the left side too, or you can just push your arms forward and get a little stretch in that left side. Let's start to walk them back to center. You can walk them over to the right side of the mat. Yeah, same thing here. Left shoulder forward, left hip back. And feel that sweet stretch on that left side. When you get the right side involved, you can start to push your fingertips towards the corner of the mat. Come back to center. And push all the air out of your lungs. Push all the air out. Really get empty. Get so empty. Push it out. And don't ever be afraid to make noise in the yoga class, particularly with your breath. So push it out. Take a big, deep inhale, rich and full. And on an exhale, HA. Yeah, see, you can hear your breath. You know you're breathing because you can hear your breath. Let's do it again. Push the air out, completely empty. Close your mouth. Take a big, deep inhale through your nostrils, open up the back of the throat, and exhale, HM. Now you can feel your breath. You can feel those vibrational breaths. You can actually feel your breath as you move. So, curl your toes, press into your hands, send your hips high and your heels low. For your first active posture in yoga, we're going to call it downward facing dog. Now, what I want you to do, before we do anything, before we clean anything up, drop to your knees, tabletop. Go back to child's pose, tabletop, down dog. Do that 2 more times on your own, just on your own. And this is not about warming up the body. This is about feeling your body just move through space. That's all this is about. Think of it like oiling up the Tin Man. Just give a little squirt here, a little squirt there. Get the joints loosened. The next time you're in downward facing dog, stay there. Just stay there. Now let's start to clean it up. Look back at your feet. They should be about hips distance, and you can imagine your head right between your feet. Your arms are straight up from your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Press into all the parts of the hand that are touching the mat. Try not to collapse too much on the heel of the palm, so you're going to put a lot of pressure on your fingertips, your thumb, forefinger, and just on this kind of crescent moon part of your hand, forefinger and the thumb. Press into your fingers and your knuckles. Protect the wrist. Don't collapse on the wrist. Beautiful. I want you to bend your knees and find length in your back by pressing into your hands. Feel your back. Feel those sit bones really start to rise up. And we're going to straighten out our legs by imagining our heart pushing right towards our thighs. The legs begin to straighten out. And now you got that beautiful upside down V shape they always talk about in yoga. Beautiful. Once again, push the air out. Push it out. Get empty. Shh. Big deep inhale, rich and full. And exhale, HA. Take an inhale, take your right leg back. Take it long behind you. We're going for length, not height. So just lift it up about halfway, look under your body and look for your toes. If you can't see your toes, your leg might be up too high right now. So just push into both hands and push that heel right against the back wall. Just imagine it's pressing right against the back wall in your mind's eye. Take another inhale, lift the leg, bend the knee, send the heel to the sky, and stack the right hip over the left. Yeah, start to move around here. Just start to move around, yeah. Just start to squirm. When was the last time you were squirm? Squirm around, rotate your knee, rotate the foot about the ankle. Yeah, start to squirm around. And if your right side starts to lighten up, press into the right hand, drop the right shoulder so you can stabilize your shoulder, right? I like to say in yoga, we stabilize what's stable, allow it to move. Take a big deep inhale, send the leg back long, and on an exhale, very gently let it down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Nobody wants to leave their yoga practice lopsided. Take an inhale, left leg goes back. Take it long, look for your toes, press into both hands, and in the mind's eye, that heel's pushing right against the back wall. Take another inhale, bend the knee, heel goes to the sky, and we stack the left hip over the right. Yeah. It may not feel exactly as it did on the other side. No big deal there. You know, your body's symmetrical by design. But when you look in the mirror, one side of your face isn't even the same as the other. So squirm around here, move around. Take another inhale. Send that leg back long, and on a very gentle exhale, let it down. Yeah. Bend your knees, lift your head, and take 100 steps to the top of the mat. If you want to take 200, go ahead. Just don't take 2. Just walk to the top of the mat and find a forward fold. So, we'll look down at your feet. Should be about hips distance. You take 2 soft fists right between the instep of your feet. And you've got 3 points in each foot. One behind the big toe, one behind the little toe, one in the heel. And when you press down on the points of the feet, the arches start to lift up. I say arches because you got that big arch on the inside. There's a more subtle arch on the outside. And that's going to give a certain spring action to the foot. Now just start to get heavy. Just start to get heavy. Opposite elbows, opposite hands, that'll help you. Just hang loose. You can drop your arms and swing them back and forth like a rag doll. You can bring your hands to the back of your neck. But don't try to pull your head and shoulders down. Just use them as weights. Just allow everything to fold forward naturally. Bend your knees a little bit, protect your back, and just hinge at the hips. Beautiful. Take a big, deep inhale and let it all go. Bring your hands down. Now, let's do a half lift. Flat back, long spine. Lift your shoulders, drop your heart. You can bring your chin a little bit towards your chest to take the wrinkle out of the back of the neck. Yeah. Take another big, deep inhale, lengthen through the back, and on an exhale, let it all go down. Beautiful. I want you to put your fingertips on top of your toes. And start to roll yourself up, but don't release your fingertips from your body. Just start to roll up. And your fingertips will come across your ankles, up your shins, over your knees. They hit your thighs and you have arrived. Stand tall. Shine your palms to the front of the room. Take another inhale. Sweep the arms forward and up for your first mountain pose. Now, normally at this point, I would say release the shoulders away from the ears, but no. I'm going to say take your arms as high as you can. Take your fingertips absolutely as high as you can. You think you're long now? Press into your toes and lift your heels. Now you got a little taller. I want you to try something. It may not work, but we're going to give it a try. Leave your fingertips right where they are and drop your heels. Now you're as long as you've ever been. Now release the shoulders away. Take an inhale to look up, right between your hands. Look up, reach up, maybe just glance back. Exhale, forward fold. Yeah, take another half lift, flat back. Exhale, release, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back, then the left, and find what we're going to call our upper push-up plank. I think the yogis call it the plank pose or the four-limb staff pose. Yeah. Hands and arms directly under the shoulders. And you go out a line from your shoulders to your hips and then your hips back to your heels. Your heels are over your toes. And what you're doing right now is managing your body. That's what you're doing, managing your body. You can always bring your knees down, make this a little bit more accessible to you. But just manage your body. And there's no better way to get strong, to use your muscles, start decompressing your skeleton, and find so much length through the back and through the legs. Here we go. Take a big, deep inhale, roll the shoulders forward, and on an exhale, lower halfway down, just halfway. Elbows tucked inside the ribs. Another inhale, uncurl the toes, sweep the heart and chest forward. There's your upward facing dog. You got 4 points of contact, 2 in the hands, 2 in the feet. Curl your toes, hips high, heels low, downward facing dog. That is our flow. That's our Vinyasa flow, and we'll do that a lot throughout the class. It kind of links all the postures together. Lift your head, glance between your hands, hop, step, or float, top of the mat, forward fold. Take a half lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, release. Another inhale sweeps you up, mountain pose, Tanasana. Lift up, look up, press into your feet and lift, lift, lift. Look up, maybe glance back, maybe reach back just a bit. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, release, hands to the mat, step your feet back and travel through your flow. Now it's on your own. One breath, one movement. Go through that sun salutation you just did. Just on your own. Sira Namaskar A. Just on your own. Match your breath with your movements and your movements with your breath. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. Take your time, it's no hurry. Just start to breathe, start to move, and start to feel. And we're gonna meet up in downward facing dog when you're finished. Take your time. Beautiful. Once again, push the air out of your lungs, get empty, push it out. Big deep inhale, rich and full. And exhale, HA. Drop to your knees for a tabletop. Hands and arms directly under your shoulders, your knees are right under your hips. Shoelace side of the feet down, don't curl your toes. Now, find length through your back. Take an inhale, lift your head, lift your tailbone, drop your belly. There's your cow pose. On an exhale, bring your chin to your chest, round the back, send your hips down, round the back. There's your cat pose. You're just like a scared cat. Do this 2 more times on your own. Lift your head, lift your tailbone, drop your belly. There's your cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest, gaze back towards your navel, round your back. Send your tailbone back under your hips a little bit. Yeah. One more time on your own, uno mas. Now come back to that nice flat back, that long spine. On an inhale, take your right foot to the back of the mat. Just take it to the back of the mat. Don't lift it up, just take it back there. I want you to start to play around with your heel till you start to feel some sensations in that right leg. You'll probably feel it behind the knee first, but just play around with the heel. Move from side to side, back and forth. Just create sensations for yourself. Now, take another inhale, roll that heel down, plant that back foot right to the mat, just like a suction cup. Press into your left hand, float your right arm straight to the sky. Yeah. Just stack your arm right to the sky. The gaze is up towards the fingertips. You know, the gaze, the yogis call it the drishti, the point of concentration. And much like your breath, when you're totally focused on a point of, just a point of concentration, there you go. Bring that top arm back a little bit so you can lift your heart to the sky. Just lift it up. Just bring it back a little bit so you can really lift that heart straight to the sky. Now take your arm, bring it straight up again and bring it over your ear to where your fingertips point to where the ceiling hits the wall. Yeah, beautiful. Now you got that beautiful line of energy from fingertips through the shoulders, through the hips and right to the heel. Take your arm straight up again, flash your heart to the sky, and now bring that right hand down. Right leg floats up and back, left arm forward. Now, don't even think about lifting until you get really long. So take your left fingertips as far forward as you can. Take your heel as far back as you can. And if you're pointing your toes, take your toes as far as back. Just feel the sensations here. So, go as long as you can. And then take an inhale and lift the left arm, lift the back leg. And on an exhale, tuck it in. Right elbow comes to left elbow comes to right knee, under the body, around the back. Do this 2 more times on your own. I call this like an asymmetrical cat-cow. One more time, do it long. There it is. Now come back long. Left arm forward, right leg back. Bend the right knee. Lift the right heel to the sky, and with your left hand, go search for your foot. Once you find it, just hold on to it. Just hold on to it. Take an inhale to lift it up. Exhale, kick it into your hand. Inhale to lift. Exhale to kick. Inhale to lift. Exhale to kick. Let it all go long. Hand down, knee down. One cat-cow, just one. Beautiful. Take an inhale, take your left leg back. Take it long. Feel the sensations. Play around with the heel. Just start to search for sensations. Move around. Maybe on the toes or the ball of the foot. Beautiful. I want you to press into your right hand. Roll the back heel down to the ground and float your left arm straight up. Yeah. Beautiful. The gaze, if your neck allows it, only if your neck allows it to look up at your fingertips. Beautiful. Now, draw that arm back a little bit and lift your heart straight to the sky. Just lift it right up to the sky. Beautiful. Bring it back once again, straight up, and bring it over your ear. Now you got left fingertips pointing to the ceiling and the wall. Beautiful. Take an inhale, lift the right arm straight up, flash your heart to the sky. Left hand comes down, left leg back, and the right arm forward. You know, we just switched arms. The body likes a moderate challenge, but it doesn't want to be overwhelmed. So start to find length before you lift. Length, length, length. Right fingertips far out, left heel way back. Take an inhale, lift the back leg, lift the front arm. And on an exhale, tuck it in, left the knee to right elbow. Do that 2 more times. This asymmetrical cat-cow. Just do it on your own. Beautiful. 1 more time. Now, really long. Bend the left knee. Go search for your left foot with your right hand. And once you find it, just hold on to it. Just hold on to it. Find your balance. Take an inhale to lift it up. Exhale, kick it into your hand. Inhale to lift. Exhale to kick. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, kick it into your hand. Now let it all go long. Hand down, knee down. 1 more cat-cow. Beautiful. Just 1 more cat-cow. Curl your toes. Press into your hands. And lift your knees 2 inches off the mat. Just 2 inches. Not 1 inch, not 5 inches, just 2. And stay there for 5, for 4. Downward dog in 3, 2, 1. Hips high, heels low. Downward facing dog. I'll move it around here a little bit. You can just start to move it around. Yeah, start to get familiar with your downward facing dog. I want you to take your right hand and put it on the outside of your left knee. Now look under your arm and take your hand down as far as you can towards the ankle, as far as that long arm will allow. You're going to lengthen out the arm to as long as it can be and take it down towards the ankle. Look under your arm, look to the sky, under your arm and just look to the sky. Now release, do the same thing on the other side. Take your left hand, put it on the outside of your right knee, look under your arm, and as long as your arm allows it, the length of the arm will dictate how far you go down towards that ankle. Look under your arm, look to the sky. Beautiful. Take an inhale, look up, and then back downward facing dog. Push the air out once again. Push it out. Get empty. Shh. Make some noise. Don't ever be afraid to make noise in the yoga class. Push it out. Get empty. Big deep inhale, rich and full. And exhale, H-A. Ha. Beautiful. Take an inhale, take your right leg back. Take it long behind you. Flex your toes and step it right between your thumbs. The back heel seals down. Another inhale, sweep it up into your warrior 1. Yeah, beautiful. Press into the pinky sides of both feet. Press into the pinky side of the back foot, that's where your strength is. Press down on the front pinky side of the foot, that's where your stability is. We stabilize what's stable and allow it to move to move. You're basically in a mountain pose from the waist up. So take your left hip forward, right hip back. Square off your hips. But just square them off till they don't move anymore. Don't try to force anything. I have this adage in sports that says no pain, no gain. Well, in yoga, it's no pain, no injury. So just stay nice and safe. Roll your pinkies in. Look up right between your hands. Look up, reach back, maybe bend back just a bit. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot steps back, and we're going to travel through our flow. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Take your left leg back. Take it long behind you. Flex your toes and step it through. Back heel seals down. Another inhale sweeps it up. Warrior 1. And the exhale just allows the shoulders to just roll down your back. Left hip back, right hip forward. Square off your hips if you can. Press into the pinky sides of each foot. I want you to look over your knee. Make sure you can see a sliver of your big toe. And if you can't see a sliver of that big toe, press into the pinky side of the front foot. That knee just slides right over. Now your knee is right over your ankle. Tuck in your belly and take your tailbone down and under your torso there. Pinkies rolled in, thumbs out. Take an inhale to look up, reach up, maybe glance back, reach back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot steps back and we travel through our flow. Now, it's on you. 1 breath, 1 movement. Warrior 1, right side, warrior 1, left side. take this opportunity to teach yourself yoga. You know, you're really the teacher. What I am, I'm just a cat that talks about yoga. You're the real teacher. You're the only person qualified to teach yourself yoga. You know how you're feeling. You know how far to go and when to pull back. Listen to your body. Your body's your partner. The language you speak to your body is the language of sensation. So just stay with your body. Take your time. Breathe, move, and feel. That's our mantra in yoga. We're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Stay with your breath always. You need to send oxygen-rich blood to all the parts of the body that need it. You can only do that with your breath and your heart. Beautiful. From downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Take your right leg back. Take it long behind you. Flex your toes and step it through. Back heel seals down. Another inhale sweeps you up into warrior one, and the exhale, peel it open, warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. Hips and shoulders to the side of the room. Parallel with the left side of your mat, but just pushing towards the side of the room. The fingertips are long. Lift your shoulders. Flip your palms up. Both arms, flip them up. Lift the shoulders and send them back. So they're right over your hips. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Bring your left arm forward, under your right arm. Cross the elbows, cross the wrists. Palms together. Turn your body towards the corner of the room. Beautiful. Take a big, deep inhale to lift. Lean forward and bring that right shoulder down to your right knee or calf or thigh. Drop your heavy head. Just drop your head. Drop your shoulders and breathe. Stay with your breath. Push into your feet. Create the stable base that allows your shoulders to drop down and your head to drop down. Beautiful. Take a big, deep inhale. Lift your torso. Come back to warrior two. Reach a little more, cartwheel your hands to the mat, step that right foot back and travel through a flow. High plank, low plank, up dog, down dog. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Take an inhale, take the left leg back, take it long behind you, flex your toes, step it right through, back heel seals down. Another inhale, sweeps you up into one and peel it open into two. Left arm forward, right arm back. The gaze is over the left fingertips. That's your drishti. Turn around, look at your back arm. See if it's as straight as your front arm. And if it isn't, make the adjustment. Just make the adjustment. Flip both palms up. Lift your shoulders, lift them up, and then bring them further, a little further towards your back, over the back. Yeah. Now, take an inhale. Right arm sweeps forward. Left arm, under the left arm. Palms touch. Thumbs come to the third eye. Take a big, deep inhale. Turn your torso to the corner of the room, and on an exhale, drop it down. Left shoulder comes to left knee or thigh. Press into your feet. That's your stable base. Just drop the heavy head. Drop your shoulders. Take a big, deep inhale. Go down a little bit more, and on your exhale, start to lift it all up. Come back to warrior two. Inhale to reach long. Exhale, cartwheel your hands in the mat. Left foot steps back and you flow it out. On your own, one breath, one movement. Warrior one, warrior two, right side and left. If you want to throw in the eagle wrap, that's a choice you can make. I can't make these choices for you. You have to make them. Just breathe, move, and feel. Take your time. There's no finish line. There's no race to win. There's no hoops to jump through. You're just teaching yourself yoga. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take your time. Move with your breath. Each breath matches a movement. Each movement matches a breath. That's it. One breath, one movement, one movement, one breath. You guys are practicing beautifully. James and Alexandra, way to go, guys. You're looking so good. You're feeling good too, I know that. That's more important than looking good, is feeling good. Doesn't really matter how you look, it's how you feel. Welcome to meeting downward facing dog. Take your time, breathe, move, feel. Feel the sensations, talk to your partner. Talk to your partner. Take your time. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Once again, push the air out, get empty, push it out. Close your mouth. Big, deep inhale through the nostrils, open up the back of the throat. And exhale, HM. Beautiful. Lift your head, bend your knees, glance between your hands, hop, step, or foot top of the mat, forward fold. Take a half lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, release. Your feet are still about hips distance. Measure that with 2 soft fists right between your feet. Take a big, deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Now inhale with the half lift, flat back, long spine, exhale, release. Another inhale, bend the knees, hips low, heart high, chair pose. Uttanasana, the mighty pose, the fierce pose. So feel fierce and mighty in this pose. Sit a little lower, reach a little longer. Look over your knees, make sure you can see your toes. If you can't see your toes, draw the knees back, the hips follow. Try to get your shins parallel or perpendicular to your mat. Draw the knees back, draw the hips back, lift your arms, tuck in your belly, and breathe. Stay with your breath. You know, I like to think of chair poses as like a defiance of spirit, showing how high you can reach by forcing yourself down. It's so beautiful. Use the muscles in your thighs to lift your arms. Use the same muscles in your thighs to lift your heart. Where do you feel the sensations? Wherever you feel them, live there. Go live there. You can live anywhere for a couple of breaths, right? Take a big, deep inhale and exhale, forward fold. Yeah, shake it out a little bit. Bend one knee, bend the other. Shake your head. Get jiggy with it a little bit. Here we go. Take another inhale. Sweep the arms forward, hips low, heart high. Chair pose. Uttanasana. Mighty and fierce in this pose. Now, this pose always brings a little smile to your face the second time. Release the jaw. A furrowed brow is not part of this asana. Sit a little lower, reach a little longer. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. And smile. Go ahead, smile. You know, it takes 16 muscles to smile and 34 to frown. Do the math. Take a big, deep inhale and dive forward, forward, fold. Half lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, release. Now, usually we do 3 chair poses. I'm only going to do 2. I'm going to throw the last one in later. Here we go. Take an inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, release, hands to the mat, step your feet back, flow it out. Take an inhale, take your right leg back, take it long behind you, flex your toes, step it through, back heel seals down. Another inhale, sweeps you up into warrior 1, exhale, peel it open, warrior 2. We've been here before. All the same things apply. Flip the right palm up, flip it up. Take an inhale to reach a little more, just a bit more, another inch more, and then take that right arm and hand straight to the sky, reverse your warrior. Beautiful. Press into your feet. Find a home for your left arm. You can sweep it around the back, lay it in that little hip crease on the right side. You can bring it on your thigh, above or below the knee. Yeah. Or just take it on your hip, put it on your hip, push your hips forward, get lower into the lunge. I want you to take your left shoulder down and towards the right side of your mat. Take your right shoulder up towards the left side of your mat. So your shoulders are right over your hips. And you find that beautiful crescent shape there. Take an inhale, reach up, look up, exhale, carve your hands, right foot steps back, and you travel through a flow. Take an inhale, left leg floats back. Take it long behind you, flex your toes, step it through. Back heel seals down. Another inhale, sweep it up into one, peel it open into two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Gaze is over the left fingertips. Flip the left palm up. Flip it up, take an inhale, reach, a little more, a little bit more, and then take that left arm and hand straight to the sky. Now find a home for your right arm. You've got life's choices. Around the back, along the thigh. The gaze is up past the fingertips and find this beautiful crescent shape right here. Take an inhale to reach a little more, and then exhale, palm your hands to the mat. Step that left foot back and flow it out. Beautiful. Once again, push the air out of your lungs, push it out. Take an inhale. Exhale, H-A, ha. On your own, one breath, one movement. Warrior one, warrior two, reverse warrior. Just on your own. Take your time. Once again, there's no hurry. This is the longest one breath, one movement of class, so take your time. Just breathe, move, and feel. Feel the sensations. There's no hurry, take your time. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Stay with your breath. You gotta stay with your breath. You gotta send that oxygen-rich blood to all the parts of the body that need it. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog. Breathe, breathe. Listen to your breath. Make some noise while you breathe. Once again, from downward facing dog, push the air out, get empty. Big, deep inhale, so rich and so full. Exhale, H-A, ah. Take your hands and walk them to the back of your mat. Just walk them back. You're going to be in a forward fold at the back of the mat. Yeah. Your feet are still hips distance. I want you to take your right hand, put it right between your feet. Bend your right knee a whole lot. Send the left arm straight to the sky and straighten out your left leg. Yeah, beautiful. The gaze is up towards your left fingertips if the neck allows it. Just do what your body allows you to do. Take a big, deep inhale, stack the shoulders, lift the arms, and exhale, bring it down, switch arms. Left arm right between your feet, left knee bends a whole lot, right arm straight up, right leg straightens way out. Beautiful. Take an inhale to lengthen, exhale, bring both hands down. Now, take another half lift, flat back, long spine, exhale, release. Take another inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, mountain pose, Vinyasa. I want you to identify the fingers on your right hand. Give them a wiggle. Take another inhale, sweep the right arm under the left, cross the elbows, cross the wrists, palms together, thumbs come right to your third eye. Lift your elbows and sit low in the chair. Beautiful. Pour the weight into the left foot. Take an inhale, press into the left foot, bring right thigh over the left, as high up on the left thigh as you can get it. And maybe that right foot wraps around and maybe it doesn't, it's okay. If it does, that's wonderful. And if it doesn't, it's even better. Now you got a place to go. Start to sit low and lift your elbows. Start to lift them up. Start to look up. Maybe bring your head back a little bit, right between your shoulder blades, just a little. Here we go. Take a big, deep inhale and start to roll forward. And when that right elbow hits the right knee, release your arms back like airplane wings. Yeah. Now release that right leg back. And find your balancing airplane. And remember, falling is not failing. All falling does is make you part of humanity. I wish everybody would fall. Let everybody be part of humanity. Take a big, deep inhale. And if you're searching for balance, bring hands to heart center. Exhale. If you want a little more, take your arms straight out for warrior three. Beautiful. Remember, following is not failing. Take an inhale. Leave your arms right where they are, nice and straight, and stand straight up, mountain pose. Identify the fingers on the left hand, then we'll wiggle. Take an inhale, left arm swoops under right, cross the elbows, cross the wrists, palms together, thumbs come right to your third eye. Lift your elbows and sit low in the chair. Just sit low in the chair. Weight pours into the right foot. Take an inhale, press into the right foot, lift left thigh over right, as high up on the right thigh as you can get it, and maybe the foot wraps around and maybe it doesn't. I don't care if you don't care. Sit low in the chair, lift your elbows and start to look up. Maybe bend that head back just a little bit. Take a big deep inhale to lift up, and on an exhale, slowly start to roll forward. When the left elbow hits the left knee, release the arms back like airplane wings. Beautiful. Take your left leg back as well. Now, if you're searching for balance, bring hands to heart center. That'll shift the center of gravity. Now, look down at that foot. Remember we talked about the spring action in the foot. It's that foot and that standing leg is keeping you upright. Beautiful. I love it, Alexander. You get right back into it. Beautiful. Arms shoot out long for warrior three. Take a big, deep inhale to lengthen in every single direction, and then stand straight up. Look up, reach up, maybe glance back, reach back, think upper back, middle back, low belly, push it out, exhale, forward fold. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, release, hands to the mat. Just walk the dog home now, just walk it home. Welcome home. Downward facing dog. Way to go, James. Wipe the ego right away with the sweat. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Take your right leg back long, long behind you. Flex your toes and step it on the outside of your right hand. And just rock back and forth just a little bit. Just rock back and forth real slow, real calm. Drop the left knee down. Uncurl the left foot. And you can stay right here, or maybe you can lower down on your elbows. Bring the left elbow down first, or left forearm down first, then the other. If you have a little problem with that, what you can do is take your right hand, bring it counterclockwise around the back of your right ankle, and do a little ankle bind. And let that pull into the ankle, let that help you get that shoulder and head down. Beautiful. Stay with your breath. Just stay with your breath and breathe. Start to unravel slowly with care. Bring your hands right under your shoulders. Walk your fingertips forward to the top of the mat and heel toe the right foot over to the left. We've made it to half pigeon. The guest of honor has arrived. So maybe the shin's parallel to the mat, maybe it isn't. Just keep the back leg nice and straight by pressing entirely the top of the left big toe into the mat. That'll straighten that big leg out. Arms and hands directly under the shoulders. Take a big deep inhale, puff it up like a proud pigeon. And on your exhale, begin to walk your hands forward and find your resting pigeon. Nothing to do. There's absolutely nothing to do right now. Distance between your thoughts, that's the only thing you need to do. Create distance between your thoughts. And please don't be in a hurry to fill the space you're creating. Find the softness, the subtleness that you had in child's pose. Seems like a long time ago. Gently, ever so gently, push the air out of the lungs. Gently, like a whisper. Take a soft inhale, so soft, so sweet. And exhale, HM. Now, as mindfully as we got in, we're going to get out. So bring your hands towards your shoulders. Press into your hands, start to lift your torso. Curl the toes of the back foot. Create that three-legged dog. And then travel through another flow and come up to another downward facing dog. Take an inhale, take your left leg back. Take it long behind you. Flex your toes and step it on the outside of your left hand. Now just start to rock back and forth, real gentle, real gentle. You know, you came to yoga to care for yourself, and yoga wants to care for you. And the only way you can care for yourself is to be gentle. Now gently drop the right knee down. Right forearm comes, left forearm comes. Or you can stay right there, keep your hands right under your shoulders. Drop the heavy head. You can take your left hand, take it clockwise around the back of the left ankle. Bring both hands to meet at the ankle and just draw into your ankle to help you bring that head and shoulders down. Drop the heavy head, drop the shoulders. Breathe. Now slowly, with care, start to unravel. Bring both hands down right under your shoulders. Walk your fingers towards the top of the mat and heel toe the left foot over to the right. There's your half pigeon on this side. Hands and arms directly under the shoulders. Take an inhale, puff it up like a proud pigeon. And on your exhale, begin to walk your hands forward. Yeah, find your resting pigeon here. Once again, nothing to do. Straighten out the back leg, press the top of that right big toe into the mat. That'll keep that leg nice and straight. And just create distance between your thoughts. Just distance between your thoughts. Nothing to do. Slow down the breath a little bit. Find softness, find subtleness. Once again, gently, ever so gently, push the air out of the lungs. Push it out. Shh. Just like a whisper. Take an inhale, soft and sweet. How sweet can your breath be right now? And exhale, HM. Now look it out as mindful as we got in. Start to bring your hands under your shoulders. Push into the mat, lift your torso. Curl the toes of the back foot. Send the left foot back for a three-legged dog. And then travel through the last floor of class and come up to your last downward facing dog. This incredibly short time we had together. It's drawing to a close. You start to slow things down. Press into your toes, push your shoulders forward to upper push-up plank. Now we're going to lower down. You can drop your knees down too, by the way. We're going to lower down to the count of 5. And if this was a race, the last person down would win. So start to lower down for 4. Elbows in by the ribs for 3. Heart comes to the mat for 2. The hips for 1 and you're there. Ah, beautiful. Sweep your arms back by your sides, palms up. Separate your arms a little bit from your body, like jet airplane wings. Don't bring them so close. Just separate them a little bit. Heel toe your feet together. Just bring your arms out just a little bit. Heel toe your feet together. Create like a big tree trunk of a leg back there. Bring your chin to the center of the chest. Take an inhale and lift it up. Lift your heart. Lift your thighs. Lift your head. Lift your feet. Start to look up to get up. Press into your pelvis. Press into your hips. And then just flirt around with the height of your arms. Just flirt around. You're in a relationship with your body. Start to flirt around. Beautiful. Now stay steady. Stay right where you're at. Press into your hips. Bend your knees and go grab your feet if you can. Just give it a try. Yeah, beautiful. Press into your hips and lift your heart. Lift your thighs. Take an inch of thigh off the mat. Take another rib off the mat. Now release your feet. Stay right where you are. Just release your feet. Lift it up a little bit more. For 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it all down. Bring your favorite ear to the mat and gaze in that direction. If you want to windshield wipe your legs, go ahead. But do it like it's a drizzle, not like it's a rainstorm. Real slow and easy. Real slow. It'll still give you the same benefit on the low back. Slowly. Release your feet down with your windshield wiper. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Take an inhale and push yourself up to standing on your knees. Center of the mat. We're going to settle for count. So your shoulders are over your hips are over your knees. Release side of the feet down. Bring your hands to your low back. Now you know low back is not your butt. Bring the heel of the palm below the bottommost rib. So fingers point down, thumbs out, pinkies touch. Bring your shoulders, open up your shoulder, bring your shoulder blades together, open up your heart. And if I was standing right in front of you, try to hide your elbows from me. Just bring those elbows together if you can. Take a big, deep inhale, lift your heart, drop your head, push your hips forward. Yeah. And you want to feel something really good, do a little bit of an underbite. Do an underbite, feel the length in the neck, feels so good. Now, if you can see the floor, the wall behind you, or your heart's above your head, I invite you, and that's the language of yoga, an invitation, a suggestion, bring your hands to your heels. Only if you do so safely, and you're very well supported. Beautiful. Drop the head, push everything up. Lift the heart. Now, if your hands are on your heels, bring them back to the low back. Just bring them to your low back once again. And slowly, slowly start to unravel. Let the head and neck be the last to come down. And sit in hero's pose. Now, if you can't sit in the hero's pose, if your hips have a little trouble going over your heels, just separate your legs and do easy pose. Just cross your legs. I want you to close your eyes. We're going to have like a little mini meditation. It isn't going to last very long. Just close your eyes. And I want you to imagine the trillion things you're grateful for. The trillion things out there in this world that you're grateful for. I know this is a very difficult time for all of us, but I know there's still things to be grateful for. So just one at a time, just think about those things. I am grateful for. I am grateful for. Flood your eyes open. I told you wouldn't last very long. Bring your hands by your side. Cross your ankles and sweep your feet right under your body. And sit right in the center of your mat. Take your feet out towards the top of the mat. And pull the fleshy parts of your cheeks away so you're sitting right on those sit bones. Yeah. Press your legs, the back of your legs into the mat. Particularly your calves. Press your calves into the mat. And the heels will start to lift up. And you know, you can watch your toes grow. They'll actually grow. Take a big, deep inhale. Sweep the arms up. And on an exhale, just fold forward. It's a seated forward fold. It's like all the forward folds we've been doing in class long. You're just sitting now. Drop your head. Drop your shoulders. If you can't grab your feet, grab your ankles. Can't grab your ankles, grab your shins. Just drop the heavy head. Maybe drop your elbows down. That might help. Just drop that head. Take a big, deep inhale. Drop the head a little bit more. On your exhale, just float your hands, paint your hands right up the sides of your legs. And just sit up. Bring your feet to the mat, knees up. Yeah. So you take your arms out long. Just take your arms out long. Now gently, with care, start to roll back to like the count of 100. Slowly, slowly. Feel the burn in the belly. Press into your feet. Slowly. 49, 48, you're halfway there. Stay with it, slow as you possibly can go. Feel the burn in the belly. Use that core to lower down a little bit more. Just another little bit of burn in the belly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're there. Bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a big yogi hug. God, love yourself. Love yourself a little bit more than you do already. Just love yourself. You can roll around. Roll from side to side. Imagine there's pizza dough under your sacrum. You're just going to flatten it out. Just start to roll around. Beautiful. Leave your knees right where they are and spread out your arms to a T. Bring your arms out to a T. Take your knees over to the right and look at your left hand. Just look at your left hand. Just roll those knees. You can lift your hips and stack them if that makes this a little bit more comfortable for you. Beautiful. Feel the sensations as those knees just hit the ground. Come back to center. And then take them over to the left and look at your right hand. Beautiful. Come on back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. I want you to lift your shoulders and lift your head and bring your forehead right to your knees. Go ahead. Really roll up like a little ball. Release everything away. So take an inhale, bring the soles of your feet together, spread your knees like a butterfly, grab the pinky sides of your feet. Yeah, butterfly. Start drawing your feet to your heart, not to your low belly, not to your face, but to your heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So take an inhale, draw the feet a little closer to your heart. And on an exhale, open it up, happy baby, dead bugs pose. If you're moving, it's happy baby. If you're still, it's a dead bugs pose. There's also something to be said for a still happy baby. Just roll around, move around. Push the air out of your lungs, push it out. Take a big, deep inhale. Put the tongue right in the center of your mouth. Open up your mouth, lion's breath. Ah. Beautiful. Now slowly, with care, find your final savasana. Corpse pose. Everything we've done has led us to this condition. We have exhausted our bodies. Now we're just lying in rest, warding off fatigue. It's like an ideal meditative state. You're not going to control your mind. All you can do is open it up. Open up the front door, open up the back door, let things come in, let things leave. But don't give anything a reason to stay. Don't serve tea. I have a couple of announcements that I will read a quote and ring the Tibetan singing bowl. I'm going to put some my Instagram handle in the chat box if you guys are part of the fellowship challenge for Yoga to the People. I'll put that in there and you can use that. I'll also put in the chat box the link to donations, and we have a Venmo account now that we can also start to donate. Donation-based yoga, yes. Yoga to the People has always been a donation-based studio, always. And donation-based yoga is not free yoga, it's donation-based. So you give what you can give, and you don't give if you can't give. So maybe the person giving can do something for somebody else. All it is trying to keep this beautiful practice in studios and Yoga to the People alive and well.
It's 7 o'clock.
I'm going to read a quote by Brian Kess. Nobody can do the work for me. I have to untie my own knots. I have to develop the strength to disempower my own habit patterns. Nobody can do this for me. And this is what the practice is all about. Once again, push the air out of your lungs. Get empty, push it out. Take a big, deep inhale, rich and full. And exhale, H-A, ha. You start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. So you can stay right here in Savasana. You can just stay right here in Savasana. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. You can roll over on your right side. Use your left hand to push into the mat and start to lift yourself up, and you can just be seated at the top of the mat. I'd like to thank everyone who showed up this morning, for yourself and for each other. Thank you. And it has indeed been my honor and privilege to be with you this morning. Thank you. I'll unmute everyone.